Qadrli studentlar, hop, intermediatening keyingi darsiga xush kelibsiz. Bugun darsimizda demak sizlar bilan juda ham ajoyib demak reading ya'ni matnimizni ko'rib chiqamiz va shu bilan bir qatorda bizlarni juda ham qiziqarli demak grammatik mashqlarimiz kutib turibdi. Xo'p, demak 5-mavzuyimizda demak a story from ancient world demak qadimgi dunyodan demak bir hikoya. Demak tarixga qiziqasizmi yo'qmi? Bugun juda ham bizada ajoyib demak eski afsonalardan biri bor va buni sizlar bilan bugun ko'rib chiqamiz va juda ham ajoyib va qiziqarli reading sarlavhamiz demak sizlarga juda ham yoqadi. Bo'lmasam qani birgalikda o'qishni boshladik. Xo'p, boshlashimizdan oldin bitta narsani aytib o'tmoqchiman. Demak ingliz tilingizni oshirmoqchi bo'lsangiz, talaffuzni to'g'ri rivojlantirish bo'lsa, ko'proq kitob o'qish kerakligini unutmang. Odysseus was famous Greek hero. He lived in Greece, but for many years he was away from his wife and his son. He was fighting along in a long war. At last the war ended and Odysseus began his voyage home. On the way he met many strange creatures. The voyage of Odysseus. Scene 1. Setting on Odyssey's ship near the rocky cliffs and characters: Odyssey, the sea captain, sailor, monster with 6 heads. Alright, Odyssey, listen man, there are 2 horrifying sea monsters nearby. The first one has 12 legs and 6 necks and 6 heads, with 3 sets of these of teeth in each one. That's awful, the captain says. We have never seen such terrifying creature. Odyssey, if ship sails too near, the monster will help like the ship is rocking. Row and row as far as you can. The monster lives in a cave under those cliffs. He may be sleeping now, but I will fight him if I have to. Like the sailor says, row and row, the captain. So we have just passed the cave. We are safe. No, look at the water. We haven't escaped yet. The ship is spinning around and around, and what's happening? They ask the sailors. And Odysseus says it's all the monster, a giant whirlpool. It will pull us under the sea. We must row. Sailor, okay, the first one. What is that? It's a giant dog. No, so that's a monster with 6 heads. Look at rising out of the water. Hop, they may help. It's attacking us. It's grabbing the sailor. It is eating them. And row and happens again. Now a storm is coming. The waves are getting higher and higher. The wind is steering the sail. The mast has broken. The ship is turning over, and there's captain says help and help. Hop, scene number 2. Setting on the beach of the small island. Character Odysseus and Calypso, a girl. All right. Odyssey, I was in the sea for 10 days. Now I have reached an island. But is this safe place? I don't know. Calypso, hello, my name is Calypso. What has happened to you? I have just swum to this island. My name is Odyssey, and I'm traveling to my home. Where's your ship? There was a terrible storm. My ship disappeared under the water, and all the sailors drowned. That's dreadful. Come to my home. My parents will look after you. Thank you. You're very kind, and I'm exhausted. It is true. Xo'p, mana qadrli studentlar, demak qissadan qissa shuki, demak Odyssey demak afsonaviy Gretsiya qahramoni bo'lib, demak u o'zini ko'p hayotini urushdan va oilasidan yiroqda o'tkazgan. Bir kun jangdan qaytib kelayotgan paytda demak dengiz bo'yida demak 6 boshli ajdahoga duch kelar ekan va bir necha to'qnashuvlar natijasida demak kemasidan ayrilib, demak 10 kun dengizda bo'ladi va oxir oqibat qaysidir orolga kelib qoladi. Va bu orolda demak bir qiz, ya'ni Calypso degan nomli qiz, demak uni topib oladi. Va demak Odysseus demak bu orol xavfsizmi yoki yo'qligini bilmoqchi bo'ladi va u qiz esa xavfsiz deb aytib kemasini qaytarishni so'raydi. Va Odysseus esa kemasi yo'qolganini va hozir esa o'zi ham adashib qolganini aytadi. Calypso demak unga g'amxo'rlik qilish uchun demak uni uyiga olib ketadi. Xo'p, endi sizga savol. Xo'p, demak Calypso yoki bo'lmasam Odysseus haqida kinomi, qanaqadir yoki ertakmi yoki bo'lmasam. Xo'p, demak sizga savol. Odysseus haqida hech eshitganmisiz? Yoki bo'lmasa qaysidir qahramon, ya'ni 6 boshli ajdaho bilan kurashgan qahramon haqida qanaqadir video yoki bo'lmasam kino yoki bo'lmasa qanaqadir ertak o'qiganmisiz yoki eshitganmisiz? Agar eshitgan bo'lsangiz, ingliz tilida demak qo'ldan kelgancha demak tushuntirib berishga harakat qilib ko'ring. Xo'p, endi sizlar bilan demak, xo'p, mana sizlar bilan reading matnimizni ko'rib chiqdik. Juda ham ajoyib matn ekan. Menga juda ham yoqdi mana shu reading matni bo'yicha bir necha mashqlarimizni bajarib olishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Xo'p, mana qadrli studentlar, birinchi demak mashqimizga ham yetib keldik. And the first question is asking answer the question. So we have a question from number 1 and 10. Xo'p, bizda 1 dan 10 gacha mashq berilgan. Bu mashqni demak birgalikda bajarishimiz kerak bo'ladi. The first question, birinchi savol, which country did Odyssey come from? So which country he came from? Of course, he came from Greece. Next question, why was he away from his wife and son for many years? Okay, so do you remember we had just read in a text? Do you remember? If you can give me your answer, and your answer should be right. Answer is because he was fighting in a war. Number 3, how was Odysseus traveling home? How was he traveling? That's right, dear students, that he was traveling by boat. Number 4, who were traveling with him in a ship? Of course, you're right. They were sailors and captain. Number 5, where did the monster with 6 head live? The monster lived in a cave. Number 6, what did the 6-headed monster sounded like? So we had just this sentence in reading. So and your answer should be true. The answer is he sounded like a dog, a giant dog. Next, why did his ship turn over? Right? So because the wave was getting higher because of storm, and then the most broke. And number 8, how long was Odyssey in the sea? Great, students. So answer is he was 10 days. Number 9, what place did he reach? So he reached a place called an island. And last one, who helped him? Well, as just remember, the girl helped him, okay, and she took him to her house, and she was right, students. So her name was Calypso. All right, number 2, let's move to question number 2. So I hope you guys are ready. The first question is asking, talk about the answer to these questions. We have 4 questions, and I need to know your own answer. Demak, bizda ikkinchi mashq kelgan va bu mashqqa biz demak mustaqil javob bera olamiz. Demak, hamma har xil javob berishi mumkin. Demak, birinchi savol. Do you think Odysseus was brave? Why or why not? Demak, Odyssey demak mard, ya'ni dovyurak bo'lganmi yoki yo'qmi? Nima deb o'ylaysiz? Ikkinchisi, why did she spin around? Number 2, why did the ship spin round and round? Number 3, what do you think was the most frightening? A 6-headed monster, B, whirlpool monster, or number C, the storm. I mean, you can give your own answer. It doesn't have to be, exactly one of them. Maybe A, maybe B, or maybe C. So for me, 6-headed monster was the most terrifying. So what about you? All right, great, good students. Okay, next, number 4, the last question. Why do you think Odyssey was the only one who didn't drown? And that's very interesting question. So guys, why do you think Odyssey was the only one who didn't drown? Before you discuss these questions, I would like to ask you to stop the video for a second and share your own ideas with a partner. Demak, videoni ozgincha to'xtatinglar va o'zingizni demak bilimingizni yoki bo'lmasa ideyangizni demak o'rtog'ingiz bilan ulashing. All right, so now we are stepping in the last question in exercise number 3. It asks us from us that we have to read these words from the play and match them with the word below. We have few vocabularies such as horrifying, dreadful, exhausted, attack, voyage, and creature. And we have 6 another vocabulary that we have to match. For example, the first one, tired, journey, fight, animal, terrifying, and awful. All right, dear students, so do you know the synonym of the tired? Great, dear students. So tired is a synonym of exhausted. And number 2, journey. Journey, right. The journey is a synonym of voyage. Number 3, fight. Fight would be the synonym of attack, right. Number 4, animal. The animal is a synonym of, can be matched to creature. Number 5, terrifying. Terrifying. The terrifying could be matched with horrifying. And the last one, awful, is a synonym to dreadful. All right, dear students, so here we'll finish our reading tasks, and now it's time to move on grammar session. Mana shu yerda readingimizni tugatamiz va sizlar bilan grammatik mavzuyimizga o'tamiz. Xo'p, grammatik darsimizni boshlaymiz. Xo'p, bugun sizlar bilan just, already and yet present perfectga aloqasi bo'lgan va just, already, yet mavzusini ko'rib chiqamiz. Xo'p, just hozirgina, already allaqachon, yet esa haligacha yoki hanuzgacha degan tarjimalari mavjud. Xo'p, birinchisi just endi qaysi holatda ifodalanishimiz mumkin? Just degani demak birorta ish harakatni hozirgina bajarilganligini demak bildiradi. Ya'ni qisqa vaqt yoki muddat ichida. Ya'ni we use just when the action happened recently. So action should be not a long time ago. It should be happened or it should have happened in recent time. For example, I have just eaten breakfast. Hozirgina nonushta qildim. Yoki bo'lmasam hozirgina o'rnimdan turdim. I have just got up. I have just had breakfast. Ikkinchisi, demak already. Already degani demak bu allaqachon degan ma'noni bildiradi va birorta ish harakatni siz berilgan muddatga qaraganda oldinroq bajarganingizni anglatadi. Misol uchun qoidasi: we use already when the action happened sooner than expected or than expectation. Misol uchun I have already finished page 20. Men allaqachon demak 20-betni tugatdim. Oxirgisi yet, hali yoki hanuzgacha degan ma'noni bildiradi. We use yet when we think the action will happen soon. Ya'ni birorta ish harakat hali beri tugamagan, lekin endi tugash arafasida bo'lgan ma'noda kelsa, demak biz yetni ishlatamiz. Yetni ikki xil holatda ishlatish mumkin. Xo'p, birinchisi demak negativ shaklda, ya'ni inkor formada va ikkinchisi esa demak question, ya'ni savol formasida ishlatamiz. Lekin darak ma'nosida, ya'ni affirmative shaklda hech qachon kelmaydi. Xo'p, bitta misol ko'ramiz. I haven't eaten lunch yet. Haligacha men nima qilmadim? Demak, obed qilmadim. Xo'p, agar sizga ma'qul bo'lgan bo'lsa, demak bugungi demak mavzumizga oid demak mashqlarni demak ko'rib chiqamiz sizlar bilan.
Here we have another page of the grammar, so we are going to have the exercise based on have, already, and yet of present perfect. The first one is the first exercise. We have to look and read and try to understand what's happening here. The first one: the sheep has just passed the cave. The men haven't escaped it yet, and they haven't seen the monster yet. They have just seen the monster. They've seen the monster. Well, a short time ago, means recently. Okay, and let's move to exercise number 2 and try to use. We have to look. Okay, let's move exercise number 2 and we have to look, read, and match. So write the letters. So we have to match from 1 to 6 into A to F. The first one: the monster hasn't grabbed the sailor yet.
Hope, let's match it and let's get started. Birinchisi, the monster hasn't grabbed the sailor yet. Which one? Of course, you know answer is F. The monster, as you can see, the monster hasn't grabbed the sailor yet. Number second, the monster has just grabbed the sailor. Has just grabbed the sailor. Answer is, of course, right, dear students, answer is A. Number third one, the sheep hasn't disappeared yet. In which picture can you see a sheep that's still flowing? So answer is E. Great. And number fourth one, the sheep has just disappeared. And after a while, you can see the sheep has just disappeared. Number 5, the Odyssey hasn't reached the island yet. So as you can see, the Odyssey is still swimming in the ocean, and he hasn't reached the island yet. And the last one is number 6 one. Odyssey has just reached the island. So and this coin is gonna go for the last one, number D. So as you can see, he is at the island in the island now. Number 3, ask and answer. So use your own ideas. Demek so'rang va javob bering. Demek o'zingiz fikrdan foydalaning. Xo'p, misol uchun birinchisi, what has he just seen? U hozirgina nimani ko'rdi? He has just seen the monster. Demak, u hozirgina monsterni ko'rdi. Endi bu yerda monster bo'lishi shart emas. Demak, siz o'zingizni demak qanaqadir kreativ yoki ijobiy bo'lmadi. Bu yerda endi monster bo'lishi shart emas. Siz o'zingizni demak fikringizni berishingiz ham mumkin. Misol uchun hozirgina aytaylik, o'rtog'ini ko'rib qoldi. Hozirgina ustozini ko'rdi. Hozirgina aytaylik, kuchukni yoki bo'lmasam quyonni nimadir ko'rib qoldi. Xo'p, demak xuddi shu asnoda demak biz 1 dan demak 5 gacha hozirgi have seen, already yoki yet degan narsadan foydalanib demak savollarga savol tuzib javob berishimiz kerak ekan. Xo'p, what has she just heard? Ikkinchisi, what has he just eaten? Okay. Keyingisi, what have they just seen? Number 4, what have they just found, and number 5, what have he just heard. Xo'p, mana qadrli studentlar, demak bugun sizlar bilan juda ham ajoyib matnimizni, demak Odysseus haqida ko'rib chiqdik. Juda ham ajoyib bo'ldi va grammatik mavzularimizni ham, demak, va present perfectga oid just, already yetni ham ko'rib chiqdik. Umid qilamanki, bugungi mavzuyimiz sizga juda ham foydali bo'ldi va ingliz tilini o'rganishni to'xtatmang va keyingi darslarda ko'rishguncha deb qolaman.